First, we have Caroline Bourdeaux, U.S. Representative, Georgia 7th District. Please welcome Caroline Bourdeaux.
Shen Miang, Kuale, Gong Shi Fatie. Happy New Year to you all, and thank you so much for the kind introduction. I'm Congresswoman Carolyn Bourdeaux, and I'm honored to be here with you this evening as we celebrate the Chinese New Year with the Chinese Business Association of Atlanta. I'm so pleased to look around our community and see close friends and colleagues, and I know firsthand just how much their contributions improved Gwinnett and the Metro Atlanta community. In Congress, I proudly represent Georgia's 7th Congressional District, which includes parts of Gwinnett and Forsyth counties, and will soon add Johns Creek in Fulton County to our wonderful and deeply diverse district. As we enter a new year, I want to take a moment to emphasize renewal and good fortune. The Year of the Tiger encourages us to be courageous and committed to help others for the greater good. And it could not be more true for this year as we live with COVID-19 and recognize how very important community is. These last 2 years have been extremely difficult for our communities as we work to fight and adapt to COVID-19. But I believe with a bit of tiger ambition, a courage to tackle the future, and an enthusiasm to help our neighbors, this year will be a successful one. Over the years, I've had the honor of knowing a number of immigrants from China, and just want to take a moment to recognize one. I've heard many, many stories. We have a very diverse community. But there was a colleague of mine, and this is a story that has always really stuck out in my mind. I was in a PhD program at Syracuse University, and a fellow student had come from China, and I asked him how he'd ended up in this country. And he said he was the youngest of 4 children, and during the Cultural Revolution, he had played violin in a Chinese opera and seemed to have little chance at an education or a future. But every night he listened to the radio, and there was an English language program, and he learned English by listening to this radio program. At the end of the Cultural Revolution, his parents had died, but his 3 older siblings sacrificed themselves and pooled their resources to make sure that he could get a great education. He ended up studying linguistics at Beijing University and got a PhD there and served there for many years. But one day there was a delegation of academics who came to talk about public policy and public administration and government and community service, and he was their translator. And they were so impressed with him, they invited him to come back and get another PhD in public administration and public policy in this country. And that was where I met him. He was an extraordinary student. He worked incredibly hard, and today he serves on the faculty at one of the premier institutions of public policy and public administration. And he has a son who went on to go to Princeton. I've always been so impressed by this story, and I know that it is one of many stories, but this is one that has really stuck with me. Our country is deeply enriched by people bringing this kind of grit and determination and intelligence here. The Year of the Tiger is a good year to honor them. I want to close by emphasizing the importance of Chinese civic engagement in our community. In the 2020 elections, Asian American voting rose by more than 80% in this state. About 1/3 of Asian American voters live in my congressional district, and more broadly in the Gwinnett community. I am excited to continue to work with the Chinese community to shape and improve the lives of our families here in Georgia. I always observe that generation after generation, this country is renewed by immigrant communities picking up the mantle of democracy, becoming civic leaders and civically engaged, and by doing so, renewing our democracy. Thank you for hosting me, and congratulations on the start of a wonderful New Year celebration. Good blessings and best fortune to you all. Thank you.